So now we start calculating the boiler efficiency calculations by the indirect method. So this is the following parameters given. That is, a thermal power plant has got the following specification. So what are the specification? First, the boiler capacity is given as 70 TPH tons per hour. Boiler pressure is given as 60 kg per centimeter squared is the boiler pressure. Steam pressure is 500 degrees Celsius. Now other is the fuel fired is equal to coal with there is a fuel fired by coal with 35% ash. And other is the gross calorific value of fuel, that is 4000 kilocalorie per kg. And other is the theoretical air combustion air. Theoretical combustion air will come to know, that is 5.6 kg per kg of fuel. Hydrogen in the fuel is 4%. Specific heat of flue gas is 0.24 kg kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius. Specific heat of we calculate or we write the specific heat as Cp, and this is also Cp is nothing but the specific heat. Specific heat, one is for the other flue gas and other is for the heat of the superheated steam. So for the flue gas is 0.24 kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius, and other the specific heat of superheated steam is 0.45 kilocalorie kg degree Celsius. So there is other operating temperature. This is the temperature we use to calculate the boiler efficiency by direct method. That is the fuel gas exhaust, that is 160 degrees Celsius. Excess air is 30%. Feed water temperature 105. Radiation and other loss is 8%, and ambient temperature is 30%. So now we calculate one by one. So now we calculate what is that actual mass of air supplied. So I hope it is visible. There is the actual air. Actual air that is supplied. So how we calculate? There is also a formula, that is 1 plus EA. EA is nothing but excess air divided by 100 into theoretical air. Theoretical air. So now we put the value here. What is the excess air? Excess air value is given here. Excess air is 30%. So this is 30 by 100 into theoretical air. So what is the theoretical air? Theoretical air is 5.6. So we input this value, that is actual air supplied. There is 1 plus excess air by 100 into theoretical air. So excess air is 30%, 30 by 100, and theoretical air is 5.6. So once we calculate, we'll get 7.28 kg. 7.28 kg of air by kg of coal. So this way we calculate the actual air supply. Now we calculate the total mass of flue gas. What is the total mass of flue gas? Total mass of flue gas is nothing but this actual air supplied. That is 1 plus actual air supplied. Actual air supplied. So you can see there, this we have calculated the actual air supplied using this method with the input excess air by 100 into theoretical air, which we get the value 7.28. And now the total mass of the flue gas is 1 plus actual air supplied, that is 1 plus 7.28 is equal to 8.28. 8.28, that is the mass. We calculate is the mass. So I hope up to this much it is clear. Now we go again forward to calculate the other type of loss. That is the loss due to the dry flue gas. So dry flue gas, how we calculate? Loss due to the dry flue gas. So I think I have to wrap some of the part here. Okay. So now loss due to the dry flue gas. Loss due to dry flue gas. So there is a formula here, that is the Cp, that is the specific value of heat, into del T by gross calorific value of fuel. So now we calculate what is the M. M we have calculated 8.28. So we put here 8.28 into what we calculate the specific value. Specific value, that is Cp, that is, we can see here 0.24. We put here 0.24. Now it is the change of temperature. Del T is the temperature, change of temperature, that is 160 minus 30. This inputted is data is 160 minus 30. So this will be 160 minus 30. That is a change in temperature divided by gross calorific value of fuel. So gross calorific value of fuel, we know it is it was mentioned earlier in the data, that is 4000. I hope it is clear how to calculate the loss due to the dry flue gas. That is the MCP del T divided by gross calorific value of fuel. M we have calculated 8.28 here. Cp is nothing but the specific heat of the flue gas, that is 0.24 kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius. We put here 0.24 into change in temperature, that is 160. That is the exhaust gas flue gas temperature minus this inlet. So 160 minus 30 divided by gross calorific value of fuel, that was given earlier, 4000, that is kilocalorie per kg. So once we calculate here, we get the direct value, that is 6.46. 6.46%. So this is where I calculate. So now we calculate another type of loss. I think I have to wrap more. Okay, now we have to calculate now, that is a loss of heat due to combustion of hydrogen. So how we calculate the loss of heat due to the combustion of hydrogen? So there is also a same formula, that is 9 into hydrogen percentage present into 584 plus Cp del T divided by, here also will divide by gross calorific value of fuel, that is GCV of fuel. So now you can understand how we calculated earlier the loss due to the dry flue gas. So loss due to the heat due to the combustion of hydrogen, that is 9 into hydrogen into 584 plus Cp. Cp is nothing but the specific heat and changing temperature divided by gross calorific value of fuel. Now we put the data here. So what's the data? That is 9 into hydrogen value was given here, that was 4 into 584 plus Cp. Cp value is given as 0.45. Earlier it was given specific heat of this hydrogen, that is 0.45 into del T. So what is the change in temperature here? That is 160 minus 30. 160 minus 30. 160 minus 30 divided by gross calorific value of fuel, that is 4000. Now we calculate this value, we'll get the answer, that is 5.78%. 5.78%. So now we have calculated this part. So now we have got two type of losses: loss due to the flue gas, loss due to the heat due to combustion of hydrogen, and other we have already got the value, that is the radiation and other losses, that is 8%. So now we calculate the total losses. Total loss. So we sum up the losses, that is 8% plus 6.46% plus 5.78%. So we sum up. Now we calculate the boiler efficiency. So boiler efficiency is equal to 100 minus I'm rubbing this value here. Okay. So 100 minus 8 plus 6.46 plus 5.78. So if we calculate this value, ultimately we will get the answer, that is 79.78%. So this will be taken as answer. So I hope you understand how to calculate the value of boiler efficiency by using indirect method, that is 79.78. So that is the hourly coal consumption. What will be the hourly coal consumption? Hourly coal consumption. So there is also a formula to calculate hourly coal consumption, that is nothing but M is del T. So what is the value of M here? That was 70 into S is specific heat or latent heat, that is 1000, into change in temperature, that is 817 minus 105. So if you calculate this value, you will get the hourly coal consumption in the boiler. So I hope you understand this lecture, how to calculate the boiler efficiency. So that's for today. Thank you very much.